Hello and welcome to our CF community webinar. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight we're so happy to welcome Emily Apakian, who has just graduated from high school and she is about to go to Notre Dame University. And she decided for her Girl Scout Gold Award to do a project that will benefit the whole CF community. I'll let her tell you all about how she reached out to other adults with CF and learned about their experiences in college and what they learned about managing their CF while in college. Thanks so much, Emily.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Emily. As Jeffrey said, I just graduated from high school, and I have cystic fibrosis myself. So, and I'm a Girl Scout. So part of the Girl Scout of the USA, you can choose to do your Girl Scout Gold Award, which is the highest award in Girl Scouts. It's similar to an Eagle Scout for Boy Scouts. And so for this project, I interviewed 12 people from around the country who have CF and are in college or who have graduated college about their experiences with CF in college. And I compiled all this information into a booklet. And right now I'm giving this webinar to tell you about some of the findings and just share the advice I've been given by these college students. And I just want to say ahead of time that I'm not here to give out medical information. If you have questions about your health or anything along those lines, you should contact your CF care team at whichever hospital you go to. So, I first talked about the transition from high school into college, and so this transition doesn't always come easily to people. Rather, sometimes it may take weeks or even months to find a balance between college life and dealing with CF and whatever treatments you have to do or medications you have to take. So the difficulty really does range from person to person, and it depends on how compliant you are with your treatments and how proactive you are about your health. So in order to transition smoothly into college, one of the key things is organization, especially organizing all your medications for every day, keeping a planner, and if you're a visual person, you can color code your planner with your time blocks for your treatments. And also you can add your exercise routines to your schedule to make it easier to figure out when to do it, so you're not cramming in everything to the end of the day. So this isn't an overnight process, but it does require a bit of time to find that balance between college classes, social life, and health. And so there's also many different scholarship opportunities out there. They all have to do through different organizations that deal with CF. Some of these include the Cystic Fibrosis Scholarship Foundation. We have several that you can apply for. The Boomer Esiason Foundation has many that you can apply for, and the Lipid Nash Foundation. There's many out there. You can look online and ask your social worker for more information about these scholarships. A lot of them are based on financial need, not all of them are. Most of them require essays about how you live your life with CF, whether that's how do you make the most out of CF, or what is your CF routine like. You'll need a letter of diagnosis from your CF care team just to make sure that these scholarship foundations know that you actually do have CF. And yeah, there's many out there, and high schoolers can apply for some. There's some for undergraduate students, and there's also a few for graduate students. And going into college, it's important to, if you're interested, register with the Office of Disabilities. It's good to register with them so you can get established with them. And if you need anything, you can just contact them if, for whatever reason. You can request different accommodations through them. Some of the people that I mentioned I interviewed requested air conditioning or a single dorm room, a private bathroom if that was possible, or even a sink. More absences from classes in case of sickness or hospitalizations, and to have no class before 10 a.m. And it does depend on the university. Some don't give out all these accommodations. But you can research online what they offer and go from there. And so time management is definitely a big part of college, whether you have CF or not. I know I'm definitely still working on that too. So one thing that you need to do in order to manage your time effectively having CF is to prioritize your health, because your health does come first. And if you do get sick, you won't have any fun if you have to get admitted to the hospital or won't be able to go out because you're staying in bed because you just don't feel well. So I did mention this earlier, but you can get a planner and write down your schedule for the day. And within your schedule, you can build in time blocks for exercise and for treatments. And then if you have a vest or a nebulizer, you can use your time on that to do schoolwork, projects, study. You can do anything. And it's also important to make time for your interests and passions besides all your classwork and whatever social activities you do, because you want to enjoy college. So it's important to get your health all situated away, and so that you can do things that you enjoy. So one thing that some people have trouble with is opening up to others about CF, especially if they might be shy or just not comfortable talking about CF. So it may be difficult, but it's definitely important to share with others, because you will have someone else to talk to about it. You don't want to carry this burden alone. You'll gain support and understanding from your friends, from professors, and you will raise more awareness about CF. And it's important, especially to tell your roommate, so that you have a good experience with your roommate and a good relationship. Even if it's just your roommate, you tell at first, because they're the ones who will be there in your room while you're doing your treatments. So it's important to tell them, just so you have good communications with them. And also be honest with others about having CF, and don't try to hide it, because that just puts a lot more stress on you and a lot of unnecessary stress. And definitely tell your professors before, at the beginning of each semester, just so they know in case you have to miss class, if you're sick or anything along those lines. So, and as you go through college, you might become more comfortable about opening up about CF. So that's great. And if so, you can raise more awareness in that way and just share with others. And also, you don't have to tell every single person you meet that you have cystic fibrosis. This discretion is up to you. So it's also very important to be proactive about your health. So this includes staying on top of your treatments, even if that means you might have to miss some sort of social event to fit in a nebulizer treatment. It's very important to notify your care team right away if you notice a change in your health, if your health starts to decline, because you want to catch it ahead of time before it hits hard. And also know your limits. So don't push yourself if you're actually physically sick and you really can't get out of bed because you're just so ill. Don't try to go to events, because that'll only make yourself worse. So take the time to get well if that's the case. And it's very important to be proactive about your health because that's the key to a successful college career. And now one of the women I've interviewed, her name is Kathleen Mullins. She is going to talk a little bit more about being proactive about your health. She went to Northeastern University, graduated in 2015, and she is currently working at Think Brownstone as a web developer. So here's Kathleen.
Hello, everyone. I am talking a little bit about being proactive about your health, but also advocating for yourself to your care team in being proactive. So I've found through college that it's super important not only to keep on top of your treatments and know what's going on with your care, but also know how to interact with your care team in a way that you are the boss of your healthcare rather than being directed by your doctors or your parents. So when I was in high school, I knew all my own treatments. I did all my own medicine myself, didn't need my mom or, doctors telling me what to do. But I found that I was often reliant on my mom at appointments and did whatever the doctors told me to just because I didn't know any better for myself. And an example of that is I was told I had ABPA by a doctor, and they wanted to prescribe me prednisone. And on my own, I would have just said, whatever, I'll do it. But my mom knew to look for other options for me, look to see if there's anything better I could do for myself, and found something for me. But I had no advocacy in that. It was all my mom. But by the time I got to college, was completely separate from my mom. I didn't have her to go to appointments with me. So I needed to know exactly what was going on with my health, and know what the doctors were talking about and what they wanted me to do so that I could start understanding what I really felt I was capable of. So there were 2 points in college where I had to go through long-term IVs. And the first time I went along with what the doctor said. And the second time I just felt for my mental health that I couldn't do it at the exact moment he said. He told me about a week before college started that I was supposed to go on 6 months of IVs. And it was something that I couldn't handle for my mental health. So I kind of decided on my own, from my own judgment of my body and my health, that I needed to hold off. And so I realized at that moment that I was taking care of myself and not relying on the doctor's opinions or my mom's advocacy to do what I wanted, or what they wanted and what they thought was best, rather doing what I thought was best. And from there, my mom kind of took on a supporting role, which I think is really important for parents. I would have not survived college if my mom had just been like, go do your own thing. It's really important for your parents to still be there helping you out, but you really need to, call the doctor when you're not feeling well rather than have your mom call, or understand what you have to do for your IVs instead of having your parents, flushing your line and all that. So yeah, I think it's important to take care of your own health, with your parents and your doctor more as a supporting role and you directing your healthcare. Back to you, Emily.
Thank you, Kathleen, for that great advice. So next, it's important for you to find an exercise routine that you enjoy, whether that's cardio or any activity really. And you can schedule your exercise into your day as if it were a class to make it easier, so that you don't wait till the end of the day to do your exercise or do your treatments. So the suggested minimum, according to my physical therapist at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, is about 30 to 45 minutes a week, 45 minutes, 3 to 4 days a week. a vigorous exercise, so running, swimming, anything like that. There's a lot of different options. As I said, you can do cardio or yoga. You can check out the gym on campus. A lot of the time, the gyms are free. You can have free membership if you're a student. You can sign up for group fitness classes, so that's a lot of fun. You can have your friends join you for those things. There's also some colleges offer PE classes, so definitely take advantage of those if that's the case. There's also a lot of intramural or club or varsity sports, if that's your thing, if you're interested in organized sporting events. So there's many different opportunities. You can research on your college website what those opportunities include, or even contact the university for that. And then getting enough sleep is also very important. Also prioritize sleep, because if you don't have enough sleep, you might get sick. You'll be very exhausted during the day, and you can nap more in order to get enough sleep between classes, and you can sleep in on the weekends. Are two things that students tend to do that I've talked to. And you can also adjust your sleep schedule according to your earliest class the next day. So if you shoot for 8 hours and your class is at 8 in the morning, you can go to bed at 12, let's say, and then adjust it according to the rest of your week. And you can set a bedtime, and when that time comes around, put down everything and just go to bed, because that's very important. And it's important to get at least 8 to 10 hours. There might be some cases where that won't happen, especially around finals week. But if that is the case, like I said, you can nap or sleep in on the weekends. Just try to find time to rest. And so in college, you will definitely be around alcohol. If you choose to drink, make smart decisions, such as finding out if your medications are affected by alcohol. And also know that alcohol does affect the liver. So if you choose to drink, just keep in mind those tidbits. And if you don't choose to drink, you can find a group of friends who share your values and support your decisions, and find other activities. There's a lot of activities on campus that don't involve alcohol. It's also important to be careful around smoke, because having cystic fibrosis, smoke affects our lungs more than other people and can make us very sick. So if you have friends who smoke and they're smoking around you, you can just ask them politely if they can stop or go someplace else for that time, and just explain to them why. And also always have extra enzymes, water and salt, and also money, just in case if anything happens. And so lastly, it's important for you to set high goals for yourself and not to let cystic fibrosis hold you back in any way, and to not use CF as an excuse to not pursue your dreams. One of the women I interviewed told me that, and I think that's very important, because some people do use CF as an excuse, but other people just go above and beyond and use CF as a way to succeed in life and have become the person they are because of CF. So thank you very much for watching this webinar. If you have any questions, you can shoot away. We're here to answer your questions. If we can't answer your questions, we can direct them to a person more equipped for that. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Emily. That was fantastic information. It's really great that you reached out to CF adults all around the country and really got that input and that great perspective that really only you can offer. And I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Jeffrey Harden, and I work here at the CF Foundation's Delaware Valley office. And I wanted to let you know that there are really so many ways that you as adults with CF can get involved with the foundation. If you're interested in doing any of the type of things that Emily talked about, or really have a dream of your own that you'd like to pursue, just contact me and I'll put my information up on the screen. For those of you that are calling in, my email is dharden@cff.org. And before you go, we have a very special announcement, and I'm going to turn it over to Kathleen to tell you more. Kathleen, if you can unmute your microphone.
Sorry about that. Hello, everyone. I'm back again and unmuted. I just wanted to introduce everyone to BreatheCon, which is a conference a group of adults with CF are putting on this October 7th and 8th. It's great because it's virtual, so you can join from wherever you are in the country, from your hospital room or your dorm room. And we are targeting it at all people over the age of 18. So if you're headed off to college, there will be stuff for you to talk about. And it's just a place where we're going to have a bunch of breakout sessions to discuss different topics that are unique to adults with CF, in a place where we can be very candid about it in a way that, you know, might be harder to be candid with people that don't have CF. And since it's hard for adults with CF to connect, we really wanted to get a place where people can actually meet and get to know each other on a individual level. So I think it's going to be awesome. There's going to be something for everyone over the age of 18. So if you'd like to join us, reach out, ask questions, or sign up at cff.org/breathecon on the screen right there. And there will be more programming information coming out next week. So look forward to that. I think you're muted now, Jeffrey.
Right over here.
Okay.
So thanks again, Kathleen. And again, that website is cff.org/breathecon. So you can log on there, add your email address, and then you'll get updates about it. And it is taking place October 7th and 8th. So I just wanted to thank Emily again and thank all of you for joining us. Emily, we're so appreciative of your time and effort on behalf of the CF community. And thanks for being a part of this tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining my webinar. And like I said before, if you have questions, you can just call in or video chat in or whatever. Or if you have any experiences that you would like to share about your time in college with CF, feel free to do that also.
Okay, great. Well, why don't we wrap it up there? Thanks again for joining us. And if you have any follow-up questions, please do feel free to email me. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.